Welcome to Inspiration Rising. I'm your host, David Trotter, and we're here to inspire you to rise up in your life, love, and leadership. If you have an area of your life that you don't like, something that you're not too fond of, something that you're kind of feeling like, I wish this was different, well, this episode is definitely for you. I took a few minutes to share a short teaching session as a video in our private Facebook group called Inspiration Rising Insiders, but I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you, our dedicated podcast listeners. I do want to encourage you to listen all the way to the end because I have a special opportunity that I don't want you to miss. Hello, friends. My name is David Trotter. I'm your transformation coach and the host of the Inspiration Rising podcast. I want to ask you a question today. Is there something in your life right now that you don't like? Let me say that again. Is there something in your life right now that you don't like? Could be anything, right? But I started capturing some of these areas that I thought you might resonate with. One, maybe you don't enjoy your job right now. I know a lot of people struggle with that. Maybe you're just feeling like, just, pays the bills, but it's not resonating with my purpose or passion. It doesn't feel like I'm excited to get up on Monday morning. Maybe it's your job. You're just not liking it. Maybe you don't like the people that you work with. Or maybe it's your health. Maybe you're feeling like, I'm just not feeling like I'm in a good place with my health. I got these pains, these aches. I'm feeling not very physically fit. I'm feeling sick, whatever it might be. Maybe it's that. Or maybe it's your marriage, partnership, the people, the one that you're living with or connected with. Maybe you're feeling like, things just aren't where they used to be. The spark's not there. We're just not enjoying each other. Or maybe it's friendships. Maybe that's an area you're feeling like, just not enjoying that area of my life. Or maybe it's even your home, the physical place where you live. Maybe you're feeling like, this place is a disaster, or I don't know how to decorate it. Or maybe you go, I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to live in this place that's so snowy or rainy or sunny or whatever it is that you don't like about it. Well, my advice to you is real simple today. If you don't like something, change it. I know that sounds super simplistic, but think about it. If you don't like something, change it. I believe that you have the power to make positive changes in your life right now, today. Not saying that it can change overnight, but I do believe that you have the power within you, within your mind, body, soul, within your spirit. You have the power to make positive changes to transform those areas of your life that you don't like right now. And yet many of us settle. We settle for what we don't like, and we believe that it just will never change. We settle for less than what we want. We settle for less than we even deserve. And so I started thinking, what are the reasons why we settle for less? One of the reasons is we believe the lie that we can't make the change or that it's going to be too hard. Maybe when you think about your job, you go, I can't make a change at this age. I don't have the time frame to start a new career. Or maybe you think people won't hire me because I have too much experience or not enough experience. Or maybe you feel like, my age, I'm just getting too old to make a change. Or maybe you feel like it's just overwhelming. I don't even know where to start to find a job. They don't even use paper resumes anymore. I got to fill out this thing online. I don't know what it is for you, but maybe you feel stuck and you are believing the lie that you can't make a change in your job. Maybe the same is true in your health. You believe, I'll never feel different. I felt this way for weeks, months, years. It'll never get better. Maybe you feel that way about your marriage. We feel like we're roommates right now, and we've felt like that for months and years. And, we haven't been intimate in a long time, and things could just never change. Maybe that's the lie that you're believing. Or maybe it's the same lie about friendships. People don't get me. People don't want to be around me. Maybe it's about your home. I can't afford anything else. I can't afford to move out of this city or out of this state. I wouldn't know where to begin. Maybe your lies are about money. I'll never have enough. Whatever those lies are, That's one of the reasons why we settle for less than we want, less than we deserve, is because we believe a lie that change is impossible or change is too hard. Would you resonate with that? If you're feeling like you don't like something in your life, are you settling because it feels too overwhelming or too hard or even impossible to make that change? The second one that I thought about is that we are comfortable in our discontent. Let me say that again. One of the reasons why we settle for less is that we are comfortable in our discontent. Meaning, if you don't like something in your life, it can actually be a comfortable place, a comforting place to be discontent about it. If you don't like your job, you may be complaining about your job, and it's more fun. You get more attention. You get a hit in some way off of the complaining, more so than if you actually went and found a different job or found a way to enjoy the job that you had. There's a sense of comfort in the midst of the complaining. Maybe you find comfort or solace in complaining about your spouse or your partner to your friends. You talk about them behind their back, and in some way you find a hit or camaraderie with other people. And so there's a comfort in the midst of the discontent. If you are going to make a change in your life, it actually is going to mean that you have to exert effort. And if we exert effort, sometimes that can feel uncomfortable. And so we'd rather stay in that zone of comfort rather than exerting effort and be uncomfortable in the midst of changing to get what we really want. If I'm going to make a change in my life, I have to take ownership of my life. That means that I can't just be sitting back and allowing the world to come at me. I need to get up off the couch and take ownership of my life and start to make some changes. That can be hard sometimes, right? It can feel a bit overwhelming. And so we can be content in the midst of our discomfort. Another reason why we can be comfortable in the midst of this is that I might have to have some challenging conversations. If I have allowed people in my life to treat me a certain way, or if I've participated in ways that have been not healthy, right? An unhealthy relationship, whether it's in the workplace, at home, maybe there's codependence involved. It might require me having to make some changes by having some difficult conversations, by maybe setting some boundaries. So we go, oh man, it's going to be painful. And so we're comfortable in our discontent. We're more comfortable staying there, disliking the situation rather than being a bit uncomfortable in order to make the change to get what we really want in life. A third reason why I started thinking that we settle in our lives is that we just don't know where to start, right? We go, well, I want to make this change in my job. I want to make this change in my relationships or my health or whatever, but it's just overwhelming. Like I wouldn't even know where to start. There are a million books, there are a million courses, there's a million ways to do different things. And so it can feel overwhelming, even saying, I don't know where to get started. It would be like me saying, okay, I want you to drive from wherever you are right now to New York City, but you don't get a phone with Google Maps or Waze. You don't get any pieces of paper maps. You don't even get road signs. You got to just figure it out how to get to New York City from where you are. It can feel that way sometimes, right? It can feel so overwhelming to make a change in our life, to actually change something from what we don't like to something that we do like. It can feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so overwhelming. I don't even know where to start. And yet I believe there's one word that breaks through all of these barriers and will empower you to launch your life. It's this word. The word is intention. If you and I are intentional about that area of our life that we don't like, we can see positive changes. But we have to be intentional on an ongoing basis. It doesn't mean that we're intentional once or twice and then we give up and we go, oh, well, that didn't work, right? That would be like me walking to the gym and working out twice a year and going, why am I not getting stronger? Why am I not getting physically fit? Okay, it requires us being intentional on an ongoing basis. Now, for me, the living an intentional life is so important. And my life is not perfect. There are areas of my life that I don't like. And I wrestle with being stuck and going, okay, how do I increase intention in that area of my life? I have found that there are 5 questions that help me become intentional on a regular basis. We teach these questions in our Launch Your Life coaching program. The questions are, who am I? That's the foundation of my life. It's my identity. It's my true identity. Who am I is not rooted in where I live, the clothes that I wear, the home that I reside in. Who am I is not built upon my job or my titles or my education. It's deeper than that. The foundation of my life, my true identity, it's connected through my divine imprint, my wiring, my strengths, my story. All of these things combine to be my true identity. Who am I? The second question that I ask is, what do I want? If I'm not clear with a vision for my life, a mental picture of a preferable future, I'm going to go nowhere. I have to have a vision of what I want to see in that particular area of my life. If you start off going, well, I want to have a new job, you've got to have a vision of what you want. Otherwise, you're just going to be floundering, trying to find anything, right? With a vision, a clear mental picture of a preferable future, you're going to have a destination in mind. It would be like launching a spaceship up into the galaxies and going, I don't know where we're going. We're just going for a Sunday drive. No. You've got to have a destination in mind. So who am I? What do I want? Third is, what truths will keep me focused? These lies that we are prone to believe about ourselves and others and the world in general, these lies have to be harnessed and replaced with truths that will keep me on track as I move forward. The fourth question is, how will I take action? Who am I? What do I want? What truths will keep me focused? And how will I take action? So if I've got a mental picture for a preferable future, a vision, I've got to know, what are my action steps? What are my goals that I'm shooting for in order to see that vision come to fruition? I can't just have a big vision for my life and not know how to take action. I've got to take action with intention each and every day in order to reach my goals, and in order for my goals to help me see my vision come to fruition. And the fifth question is, who will walk with me? Who am I? What do I want? What truths will keep me focused? How will I take action? And who will walk with me? Who is going to jump into the cockpit of your life? If you're going to take your life to the next level, who are those people that are going to be with you, walk with you, encourage you, and cheer you on each step of the way? I generally find that there's 2 groups of people that I want walking with me, jumping in that proverbial, that kind of metaphorical cockpit of life. One is somebody who knows what I want to do. Somebody who is a solid, experienced coach, a guide, a teacher, somebody who's been where I want to go and can help guide me every step of the way. The second is, I just need a cheerleader. They may not know anything about where I'm going or what I'm doing, but man, if they can just cheer me on and be with me in that journey, it feels so good. So for me, those 5 questions, we teach these 5 questions in the Launch Your Life program. Those are the 5 things that help me be intentional. They help me break through these things, these reasons why we settle for what we don't like. So when I tell you, if you don't like something, change it, I don't assume that it's going to change on the spot, right? It's not going to be a snap of the fingers and bam, you're there. It requires a level of intention in your life. Now, you can do that in a lot of different ways. There are a lot of different programs, a lot of different books, a lot of different things. You may have the ability to do that right now, writing down goals. That's all great. I don't care how you do it. I love helping people develop intention in their life. But if you find somebody else or another program or another book, whatever it might be, go for it. I'm cheering you on to develop that level of intention in your life so that when you recognize, I'm not really liking this part of my life, I want to change it. Great. Get intentional about it. And if you're intentional about it, you will begin to see changes in that area of your life. You have the power. You absolutely do. I believe it without a shadow of a doubt that you have the power to make positive changes in your life, but you must be intentional. The new year is around the corner, and you have the opportunity to transform that area of your life that you just don't like, and I want to help you. For over 25 years, I've been helping people get unstuck, clarify their goals, and take their life to the next level. I want to invite you to be one of the 20 students to join the Launch Your Life online course and coaching experience that begins on January 15th, 2020. The women and men who go through this 8-week program have a life-transforming experience like no other. Listen to a recent student named Jackie share her experience on social media. She says, "I took the 8-week online course he was talking about. I'm here to testify that I came out of it with a new trajectory in life. Seriously, I had no clue I would go from a life of working with people to choosing to become a flower farmer. It was something I never gave myself permission to do or ever dream about. I always thought other people do those things. I felt it wasn't responsible for me to move in a new direction at the age of 51. Well, I can say that it's more than possible, and I'm actually doing it now. We are closing on a property next week that has 7 acres and room to grow all the wonderful flowers I can imagine. I am learning as I go and trusting it will all work out as long as I keep moving in the direction of my dreams. Stuff is showing up, people." So there you go. If you are looking to launch into a new season of life or just want to refresh your focus and get in touch with your goals once again, it's worth doing. I love this community. I'm grateful for David, and I'm fired up to see what I create in the coming months and year. Woo-hoo! Crazy, awesome stuff. That's Jackie in Oregon, who is creating this amazing flower farm because she caught a vision for her life through the Launch Your Life program. So no matter how you feel stuck, Launch Your Life is designed to help you embrace your true identity, discover your superpowers, and learn how to live out your inspiration in the world. True freedom is the way that one student described her results. The next session of the Launch Your Life online course and coaching experience begins on January 15, 2020, and enrollment is limited to only 20 students. To learn more about the program, visit insporising.com/launch. If you enroll by December 1st, 2019, you'll receive a significant discount off the retail price. Visit insporising.com/launch. And I want to make myself personally available to answer your questions about the program. Feel free to contact me directly at david@insporising.com or 949-335-2925. Well, this week, may you know that you have the power to make positive changes in your life. And there's no reason for you to settle for less than what you desire or what you deserve.